Tonight, we are talking Jurassic World Rebirth toys and more, plus Beyond the Gates released today. I am Brad Jost, and this is a first Thursday stream. I don't know what to call it. What's going on, everybody? This is the first Thursday that we're here. We're here because Beyond the Gates uploads on a different day than the previous few years. We had it nice. But we got something special for tonight. So we're going to talk about Beyond the Gates, some updates to Jurassic World toys and such. I've got a guest tonight, so let's go ahead and welcome in the one, the only, Aaron Beyer. What's going on, dude? You're back. You're here somehow. You've made it back.
I'm here. I mean, look, thought I was out. You pulled me back in.
Did it though, or was it just me saying, "Hey, come on the show" because I want to talk about these toys?
No, it's just the toys because I'm a toy addict.
Yeah.
As much as I'm displeased where the franchise is at right now, you can't take away my love for toys as a giant. Yeah, I'm like lagging too.
Yeah, I don't know what's happening there, but yeah. So we're gonna do this. This is a little bit different than usual. So I'm gonna dip down the music a little bit. It's loud on my end, but yeah. So like I said in the start, we typically in the past we would do this, and you would always join me on these Beyond the Gates days, where we would talk other news and stuff too, but I figured, you know what, let's keep the Wednesday live stream because I was trying to figure out how do I do this with the change to a first Thursday release for Beyond the Gates. I'm like, let's keep Wednesday going so I don't confuse people. Wednesday's always going to be there, but let's go ahead and add the first Thursday of every month. So for some reason they had to change it up.
Because I feel like you're just like, well, Aaron doesn't want to talk about Rebirth in the slightest. So what can we do with Aaron for the next 4 years? Until there's another movie that he's maybe interested in. And yeah, so we'll see. But I appreciate it, man. I appreciate you covering this with me. I'm excited to talk about some of these toys because everyone knows I could talk about these toys for hours. So
well, the funny thing was, so if anybody, I don't know if anybody is used to us being here on Thursday, so I don't even know who's here. We've got a few people in the chat, it says, but like I said, usually we got our like original crew on Wednesday nights, always there every week. But Thursday might be different. I have no idea who's going to be here tonight, but I got like stickies, something. I think my daughter's the honey from her McDonald's is still on my hands. I can't get this off. Terrible. McDonald's, fix it. Yeah, it was like literally all over her Happy Meal, and I ran down here after cleaning everything up to stream. But what was I gonna say? So I don't know, but I'm excited. Oh yeah, what I was gonna say to you was, so we did this whole big Rebirth stream. You were on there. Jay Jurassic was on there. We were talking about the trailer, and of course you didn't like it. Me and Jay were into it. But the funny thing was, like, shortly after that, you're still texting me about like toys, Rebirth toys, and others, and being like, dude, I need this. I want this. I want this thing. I want that. And I'm like, I'm very confused, but like, you're still into it. So I was digging that.
I'm into the toys. I zero desire to see that movie, but I'm into the toys. So,
well, I can see that your opinion has not changed as of yet, but that's I wouldn't expect that there really hasn't been anything to change your opinion, if that would even be a thing. So,
but I'm just like, I'm at a spot, man, because like I have no interest anymore in the new Superman movie, which
wow,
like, dude, Jurassic Park and Superman. I mean, for those who don't know me, like those are my two things that I love, and so. I don't know. Am I hit 40? Am I just old now? Is it, am I just a curmudgeon at this point?
Yeah,
maybe.
I think that's it. that might be it. So heads up, we're all gonna be out of a job pretty soon, I think. But yeah, I don't know. I'm glad you're still into the toys, that we can at least talk about something for the time being, and maybe who knows, maybe something will turn you around on this movie. Did you get a chance to see the Superman like teaser thing today? Did you watch that at all?
Yeah, which I didn't think was like, that actually turned me off more.
Wow.
I was all for. I mean, are we spoiling the Superman trailer here? Is that cool?
I mean, yeah. I mean, it's out. It's online. It's a teaser. It's not even a teaser. It's just like a clip or something.
I mean, this teaser was basically an extended version of the first trailer that came out, because it was almost like in order. But like, and I was kind of fine with like Crypto running up and he's like, "Oh, take me home," and he does it. This was like Crypto wanting to play for a solid.
It was a while,
60 seconds.
Yeah.
And I was just like, "Oh, this is not what I'm in. Like, I don't want this in a Superman movie. Superman's not a comedy." And so
I mean,
I'm just like, all right, once again, James Gunn not understanding.
This is all a tangent, but I feel like Clark Kent has always been comical. Now, this wasn't Clark, this was Superman, Kal-El, but I felt like Clark's always been like a goofy, silly guy and has been funny.
I mean, he kind of is. Like, I feel like I don't know his last. I don't really know how to pronounce his last name, but the Tyler Hoechlin version from Superman and Lois, I feel like he was like the perfect iteration of both. He like, Superman is just a serious dude who like will make people feel at ease just by smiling and being nice to them, not necessarily like cracking jokes or anything, or not being like in a jokey manner about himself. And like Clark Kent is just kind of this like goofy, I don't even say goofy, like his version of Superman was just a happy-go-lucky guy who didn't want people to like feel stressed out or whatever, so yeah, I don't know.
Well, Open the Jam Jar here in the comments says, isn't the scriptwriter from the first two movies working on Rebirth? That makes me hopeful, at least. Yes, very true, and I'm very hopeful for that. I mean, there's some hits and misses there with David Koepp, but I'm excited, especially because David Koepp wrote this like directly with Steven Spielberg. That's what makes me excited. But yeah, we got to see. We got to wait and see. Who knows if it's going to be good or bad? I feel like the way that they're talking about this movie at places like CinemaCon the other day and other articles and things, it gets me hyped for the way that they're speaking about it. I know it's all promotional jargon and stuff like that, but it just feels like there's this nice like air of confidence behind it. So
how are they talking about it? Are they talking about it like, they're not disparaging the last trilogy at all, are they? I mean,
kind of, not throwing it under the bus really, but they're it's more like underhanded in a way, by like, we're bringing the scares back to Jurassic, like stuff like that. That's one of the most recent quotes, and it's like, okay, so you're saying there were no scares in the last three movies.
See, but I don't even blame Trevorrow for there being no scares. I blame Marvel essentially, and I blame all these studios for kind of cowtailing to like what Marvel put out there, as like what a PG-13 movie is. Like, I wouldn't blame the Jurassic World trilogy for there being no scares. Blame the Hollywood exec, who is still in charge of this movie, by the way. Like, this is still Frank Marshall.
It's all still the same people.
So like, he's still the, if you want to blame anyone, you blame Frank Marshall and Steven Spielberg. So for them to be like, we're bringing the scares back, the last version wasn't scary, that's on them, 1,000%. Don't get me started. I'm sorry.
No.
Toys. Talk about toys.
I know. All right, let's talk about toys.
These people deserve no goodwill. These people deserve no goodwill. None whatsoever.
He's still so angry about this movie. Guys,
don't believe
I don't know how to
hype.
stop
this
him.
Is promotional BS. This movie's...
All right. Beyond the Gates. Beyond the Gates came out today, and it was a hyper, dude. There was a lot of good stuff here. So I spotted this, or it was shared around in the group message and stuff, and I'm like, oh dude, heck yes, I'm so excited. I told you as soon as they went live, I'm like, dude, you got to go get them. You got to go buy them right now. What was your thought when you first saw these two figures?
So as we were briefly talking, I'm like off social media. Like I don't do anything. So like I'm looking through like Collect Jurassic's Instagram right now, because you kind of told me just to go there and give it a surf. They did tease these figures, it looks like, a while back. Now I don't know in what context that was. I don't know if that was in the context of Hammond collection or what. I feel like the Stegosaur, awesome, amazing. I grabbed a couple. The Spinosaurus was something that I was even thinking the other day without even seeing a tease. I was like, if Hammond collection doesn't do Spinosaurus between now and Rebirth, they might as well not even do it, because people are going to move on to this new, scientifically more accurate piece of garbage that's in Rebirth, and like we'll never get the OG. And so I'm really happy that this is out. I grabbed a couple. Very excited for this one. Really excited.
Well, I won't speak on how accurate or not that new one is. It's just, it's not, like, I'm cool with it. It's just not the design I'm looking for. Of
Fair
course,
enough.
because this is one that I love so much. I love this Spinosaurus with all of my heart. I don't know why I'm not wearing my Spinosaurus hat. I should have got it off the shelf there. But yeah, it's my, I think, like, my favorite, of the, like, the carnivores and stuff like that. I just love this thing so much. It's such a beast. And yeah, so I'm gonna miss this design. So you're right. I think if we did not get it between now and Rebirth, then we maybe wouldn't have. It's just like on to the next. It's like, let's forget about the past. Let's keep going. But we did get it. We also got the Stegosaurus, which, again, that's another one to me that is awesome. Like, and it's awesome because of the Kenner version. Like, that's what really sells me on this figure as well, because the Kenner version, I've got it right there on the shelf. It looks very similar to this. It's got the broken, piece that comes out, and the bones and blood and stuff like that. I just love this silhouette because of that figure, and obviously because of the Lost World. But I have such fond memories of, like, the Stegosaur toy, and the ones that came out over the past bunch of years have been pretty good. Like, I've really dug them, but this one is taking it to another level, it looks like.
Yeah, it looks more like the Lost World one. They're in this image here that you're showing, they're like clearly like zoomed in on the face, right? Which is kind of to tell you, like, hey, this is the one with the beak, and like it's got the paint job very similar to kind of what was it? Not Mondo, Chronicle Collectibles, when they did their like Stegosaurus maquette. Yeah, this just looks good. I wish the tail was raised at the base a little bit more, but like whatever, that's a minor gripe at this point. I still think this is a great figure.
Yeah, look at this guy. Oh my gosh.
It's so good.
It's
so good.
I love it. That is such a cute face.
It's so good.
It's so funny. I love it. So yeah, I'm hyped for this one. I mean, that paint job, if it looks like this in person, dude, that's going to be like top tier.
I was kind of thinking, that both of these were a little weak on the paint jobs, and this kind of brings us to pricing and maybe a little bit as to what's going on in politics. But like, I've kind of thought that a lot about a lot of these promo Hammond collection figures, and there's not been a Hammond collection figure in the last 3 or 4 releases that I've been disappointed with. I thought a Triceratops was great. I think I wrote you and was like, dude, if you haven't gotten this Ghost, like, I think that's an excellent figure.
I still haven't opened it. I have way too many that are amazing. Unopened Hammond collection.
I've got baby trikes over there that are not opened. I think the Giganotosaurus, it's one of the Giganotosaurus is probably,
oh dude,
I don't know,
that's
like
gotta be the best toy they've made. Like, right, when you and I started talking to each other via the podcast, right, and we would do like top 5 this and 10 this, like, I remember at some point in those conversations being like, look, the Bull T-Rex is on this list because I think it's like one of the best dinosaur toys like ever made, right? Like,
I think the Giganotosaurus is up there in, this is one of the best dinosaur toys ever made. Like, so
yeah, and it's a different tier. Like it's really, it's hard in my mind to put something like the Giga against the Bull T-Rex, just because they're so drastically different. Oh, you're not
sure.
Let me go back to this one. They got different things here. Because the Bull is like such a playable toy. The Giga, I don't know, is that a playable toy? Like, I don't know. To me, that's like a showpiece. You know, like that's a collector's piece. So it's hard to really pit them against each other. But like, it is certainly one of the greatest toys that has been made for Jurassic, you know, like
so
for us and collectors, I think.
I mean, let's hit on that, right? Playable, right? Playable. Look, we don't need to divulge opinions, but we now live in a reciprocal tariff world, right? And Nintendo just announced basically $90 video games or $80 video games.
Unreal, dude.
Right? This Spinosaurus, I didn't even look this morning when I pre-ordered it, and that's what I want to touch on. I didn't even look. The Spinosaurus is $60. Now let's contrast that with the Giga, which the Giga should be bigger, right? The Giga should be bigger than Spinosaurus, and the Giga was $50.
Was it 50? Okay.
I'm looking at my.
Was it 49? Like 99?
Yeah, $49.99, and then this one's $59.99. And to me, it's like, at what point? I mean, look, I know I'm like the hot toy guy back there, but even those are getting to be like, the movie quality is lower, and yet the prices on these hot toys are going up.
I don't know. I just got
and
this
so
one.
I'm just
so good.
Oh, they're so good. They're so good. I just got Kang. So I'm not one to talk because I got Kang as a hot toy. Yeah, I got him because like when they announced that they were basically canning him, I was like, ooh.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, if they're getting rid of figures and characters,
yeah, if there's gonna be one that's gonna go up, that'll be the one. But yeah, so was this price? Do you think this price is general inflation, or do you think this price is to answer back on this is our first experience, because this is day one of the tariffs? Is this our first experience with this is what we should expect now moving forward, is that these things are going to be in the 60s for bigger carnivores? Because there's one left. There's Indominus, you know?
Yeah, I bet you they will just stick with that. I mean, it's kind of like making that Nintendo parallel there. I mean, every time a new system comes out, they just get more and more, you know? It was like when PS5 came out, we're all like, $70, you know? So they do, you know, raise, and I feel like that's probably what's going to go on here. There's nothing new about this. It's not like a new line or anything different, but and your size comparison will be interesting to see, because like I just feel like the Spinosaurus in my mind should be the biggest thing there is. You know, like I feel like that should be the biggest, but I don't know. I have no idea. And again, I don't take realism into account whatsoever. You know, I just take what I see in the movie and put that against the other thing I see in the movie.
I feel like I'm going by what they say in the movie. So the T-Rex is the biggest
and
carnivore
Grant
in the
says
movies,
that,
up
right?
until 3, right? And then Grant,
he should know.
Grant's like, right, it's like the Spinosaurus is bigger in that movie. Then you get to Jurassic World, and they don't compare the Indominus to the Spinosaurus, but they do say it's bigger than the T-Rex. Okay, fine. So it's bigger than, so we should expect that one to be as big at least as the Spinosaurus toy. Then we get to Giganotosaurus, and Grant says it's the largest carnivore to like ever walk the earth or something, right? That's a huge toy. It's huge. It's huge.
It's very big.
So where does Spinosaurus fall? I think Spinosaurus is smaller than Giganotosaurus. Has to be.
I have to grab it. Like, so yeah, it's just.
Yes, dude.
It's just massive, you know?
Yes, it's so good.
It's so big.
It's so good.
It's so good. Far to get this in the shot.
Here, let's.
I like that we're just sitting here admiring
let's see if I can do this for the audio people. Comparing the that's not really.
I have mine right here.
That doesn't help.
Why are we doing this?
This doesn't.
We
help.
just have. We have to have these.
If there are audio people.
There's no audio people, but yeah.
All right, fair enough.
No,
we're the worst.
It's not. We're just holding up toys at this part. At this point.
So yeah, I just wonder where the Spinosaurus, dude. If the Spinosaurus falls in like size comparing with the Giga, like the Giga plus a sail, let's go.
Yeah. Picking up those toys is no joke. It's those are heavy.
They're big ones.
Yeah. So I don't know. I hope it's big and it looks big. And it looks awesome, but this one.
When do you tap out on these? At what price point do you tap out and say, "Come on, this is just a toy. It's not a."
Yeah, because it's not a Hot Toys, right? It's not.
But Hot Toys are like in the 300s now.
I know, but it's not that. It's not that.
Right.
Like, and like neither is like this. Like this is like a $25, $30 Hulk, which is it's fine. So it was very red. But yeah, I don't know. What was the price on the Brachiosaurus? Do you remember, like the Hammond collection?
I think I have that in my orders here.
I actually never got that, so to me it didn't feel like there was
$84.99.
So that's it. That's the tap out point, right?
But that's such a huge figure. Like if they did a Hammond collection Titanosaur, I guess I could see it. But I get to your point, you didn't get it. So you're saying
I didn't get
$84. That's your tap out point.
And the Brachiosaurus, my favorite herbivore like of all time. And like
you didn't get one of those?
I've got two regular ones right here staring at me. Like so.
But here's the thing. That Hammond collection one is far superior.
But it doesn't look enough superior to me to have a third one.
This is such a Hot Toy thing to say, but the head sculpt alone on the new Brachiosaur is worth it's so good. It looks just like the Crash McCreary like illustration. It's so good.
Like if I just move my camera, it's just like it's that close to me.
Where's mine? Oh, mine's in the other room.
Yeah. So let me also bring up this point about the Spinosaurus. What was I going to say? I had a point to bring up, and then I forgot what it was. So the Spinosaurus is, speaking of hot toys, it's a hot toy. Like it's not a hot toy, but it's a hot commodity, right? Like the Spinosaurus has always been that figure that like, remember that the first one that came out, the gray one? It was like a minimal release and everybody went crazy for that thing.
I had Tom send me one from the UK. Like, that's how we got the first ones because they didn't even release those out here, did they? No, you were one of the weirdos that got one at Target.
Did I? Yeah, I don't know where I got mine. But I had to order mine
from the UK.
At this point, I don't even know where that is. It's in a bucket somewhere, like in my storage or. Yeah. And
that's
I have the other one.
Stuff,
I have the other one out instead, like the second or third release, I think. The one that looks more like this Hammond collection one.
The Camp Cretaceous one.
Yeah, I guess it was the Camp Cretaceous one. Because there was the blue one, which I also never got. That was also a hot commodity.
Yeah, I never got that one.
I kind of wish I did, just because it kind of was interesting. Never got that one. And there was actually a new one that came out fairly recently. It does look pretty cool. It's got like battle damage on it.
Yeah, I saw it today at Walmart. I was over at Walmart today.
That's a Walmart one. It's been out for a while and it's been in stock. So that one hasn't necessarily been a hot commodity. So that got me thinking
But that's interesting. What does that tell you about the design of the original? Like the original JP3 Spinosaur, which three that we're talking about that are like basically sold out. And then there's one that deviates from the design at Walmart and it's sitting on a shelf.
Mm-hmm.
I think that really says something about just, there's a loud minority of people, I think, online that want this thing to look like the real deal. but I think a majority of fans have a desire to see that 90s version of a Spinosaurus on screen.
Oh, for sure.
I don't
Yeah.
know.
No, look, I completely agree. Like I think, and I said this on our stream, but like I think the designs that are going to be in Rebirth, I'm not going to say they're a mistake or anything. I got to really see how the story plays out. Like I just don't know how that's really going to factor into it. But like I don't love the fact that everything's just a complete redesign. So me not getting the Spinosaurus, like them, if like Universal was like, guys, big deal, Spinosaurus is back, and it's those 3 Spinosaurs, that's not cutting it for me. Like I'm not
Right.
feeling it the same way I am if you brought back JP3 Spino. Like then I'm like, dude, I'm like ripping my shirt open. I'm like freaking out, screaming in the theater, dude. Like that's what's getting me hyped.
Yeah, fair enough.
But I'm willing to see what the heck happens with those things because I don't know. But maybe this price point is due to the fact that that Mattel knows people love the Spinosaurus and they're gonna buy it like crazy. You know?
That's fair.
And they're just like, let's just ramp this one up. We don't know if anybody cared about the Giga. You know, the movie did fine. People didn't care for the movie, but like, let's just sell it for $50. But this one, everybody loves this Spinosaurus. So maybe that's what went into it. I don't know.
You think the Spinosaurus gets a wider release than these pre-orders?
Oh, I hope so. Yeah. I hope so, because I know a lot of people did not get them because Spino sold out, dude. So let's go over to that page because we haven't even shown enough. But $59.99 coming June 1st. Pre-orders have sold out, and I don't think they're sold out on this one. Let me just double check. Oh no, they did. They sold out on this one too. Earlier today they weren't sold out, but they are now. And I think at one point today, at least at one point, this did pop back into stock. So I don't know if that's going to be a trend. So just keep your eyes peeled. But in typical fashion with Hammond Collection or any of these Beyond the Gates releases, really, they show up in the stores before that street date hits, like before you get it at home. So when June 1st comes, you'll maybe have it at home, but it'll already be in the store. So just keep your eyes peeled there. Hopefully that's the case as well with these 2 figures. So I love this thing, dude. It looks pretty great. I'm excited by it. I can't wait for it. It doesn't necessarily look like it would be bigger than the Giga. I mean, maybe. I don't know. It's hard to tell.
I wish they would do size comparisons in these photo shoots. Like,
yeah, sometimes the videos have other figures. You know, some of the people that do these videos do other figures, but this one they just compared the 2 of these together. So that was about it. But yeah, you're right. I wish there were like, you know what? Maybe there is a photo like this. I don't know if we could compare those photos of the Giga to this photo. I don't know if that would be a comparison at all, but
I don't know. It looks so good.
It looks tall.
Yeah.
Dude, it looks very good.
Really interested in the photo shoot decision to have this thing be on its tail twice.
I know, yeah.
Like that's not like it does it one time in the movie, right? But like that's not I don't know. I like this image you're showing right now drives me crazy. It makes me think of like first grade coloring book. From the 90s.
That's what I was thinking. I went in that shot that was like a few shots ago. I was like, oh, that's interesting that it's just like standing like that they'll pose it like that for pictures. And then here it is again. Let me see. Jurassic Park 3 Spinosaurus. This one looks more akin to like the JP3 one than the original one that we got. But I think there's like some blue in the face or something that's missing from this. I don't know.
Probably.
On the sales. I think it's on the sales, actually. Yeah.
But even like the Hammond collection stuff, right, gets limited to like how many sprays of paint they're going to do. And I think that's where I'm getting at with the price points on these, right? It's like, and I think you've mentioned this before, they're still just toys. Like they're still mass-produced Mattel toys. They're not they're not like hand painted, right, to the absolute most detail that they possibly could be, you know.
Yeah, so let's go back over here and just take a look at the Spinosaurus. There was like a shot somewhere. Where did I see it? Oh yeah, this one right here. Like you can see in here,
blue in the sail, yeah.
Some blue in that sail. And compare it to this shot, which is the same shot, right? Like, and I think it looks pretty good. Like, it's just it's like a little bit more stark, sure. I think, on this one. Like everything's more defined. This is blended a lot, you know. Obviously, it's like
yeah, it looks like they're referencing. I think there's a JP3 toy that looks exactly like this Hammond collection one. I feel like there's a robot version of the Spinosaurus from JP3 that looks like a remote control version that looks exactly like the Hammond collection one.
Oh yeah, I think I know. It's not this thing, is it?
No,
not that one.
Doesn't matter. Maybe that one to the bottom, like right. Yeah, like I guess no. I don't know.
Yeah, this is the one I was mentioning. Is that?
Yeah, I've seen it at Walmart.
It's definitely a different design completely, and I dig it. Like I think it's pretty cool, but I just don't. It's like one of those things that I don't need. I think it's really cool looking, but I definitely don't need it.
Yeah, for sure.
You know, this figure floats around so often. This Prime 1 figure looks fantastic. I love it.
It really does. It really does.
It looks so gnarly, dude. Like everything about it. Oh. But
every time I see like, I have that one. I have that
$14.99 from Kmart.
Oh my gosh, I think I spent way more money on eBay for it. Every time I see people with like a Prime 1 collection of Jurassic stuff, I get so jealous. It makes me be like, I just want to sell my entire.
It's so awesome, dude.
Makes me want to just sell my entire collection of everything and just get Prime 1 Jurassic Park stuff.
And they're like $1 billion. They're so expensive.
I know, and you know what's really sad for me is like even though the Chronicle stuff wasn't great, it's like not even here with me. It's like in Michigan. So like I've got like my baby raptors that I think the baby raptors are pretty good.
Oh, that's this one.
Yeah, I was gonna say it looks like the Hammond collection one. But yeah, I mean this toy is cool. I wish it wasn't 60, but I think you're right. Maybe the popularity of Spinosaurus has given them like a Tears of the Kingdom type price greed, where they're just like, oh, this is going to be one that sells, so let's just kick it up $10 for the sheer fact that we know this is a popular animal.
What is this?
Dude, yeah, that's awesome.
A scale plastic model? $76?
It's cool. Is it like a 3D printed thing? Like, do you just 3D print that?
No, I don't know.
Crazy.
I mean, that thing's pretty sick, dude. Can't bring it up. Oh my god. Looks a little wonky there, but...
Yeah, but don't all these dinosaurs look wonky from the front?
Yeah, I guess so. That looks pretty cool.
That's why they stopped photographing them that way, because we complain about it on the podcast.
Yeah, very true. But I do think the Hammond collection, wherever it may be, wherever it went, I think that thing looks awesome. I'm excited for it. I can't wait. So, June 1st, I guess. So it looks cool. Can't wait for that. That'll be one that I just want to open up right away.
Yeah.
So yeah. That's pretty cool. XL Dino toy. Did the other ones say that? Like,
ooh,
XL.
Let's find out.
Dinosaur toy.
Where are you? I mean, I doubt it. But I'm not gonna lie. If this thing is like insanely big, like out of proportion big, I'm returning it. Like I don't want. I need these things to fit together.
Yeah. Let me ask you. Did you get the last one? The last this thing?
No, because you know what? I actually have the one that they're like.
Oh, do you? You have the Hasbro one?
I have that entire set
in
like package. In fact, when I go back to Michigan, this is like that's gonna be something. Keep your eyes peeled. I'm putting that whole set on eBay at some point because that would solve some financial debt with how much people are willing to spend on that trash.
Yeah, I love that figure. I missed out on it, and I really wanted it at the time. I just could not find it. That was a toy that I specifically went to go find a bunch of times. I could never track it down. And yeah, you're right. Like there's nothing overtly great about it. I just thought the design was cool.
Well,
like it was fun.
Was better than
it
was better than the other Hasbro Indominus for sure.
Oh, for sure, yeah.
Like hands down.
Oh, that thing's trash. Yeah.
Yeah. It's still floating around here. I can't bring myself to get rid of it because my mom like went and grabbed it when I was in Canada. But yeah, I don't know. I don't know why they're homaging Hasbro stuff. Like, I mean, there's a reason that Mattel has this license, and the reason is stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I don't know. Am I wrong?
I mean, maybe they're looking at eBay, dude. Maybe they're like, yo, let's see what people are into or paying a high price for. And
that might be it.
And look at this thing. This thing's $50. So this is not even Hammond collection. This is just reimagined collection. So that's taking the price point of the other. So I don't know, man.
So we've just got prices just going up and up and up on this stuff.
Oh, yeah. But there was a code today. I don't know if everybody saw it or not, but there was like a 15% off for $75. So I hit that button right away, and it took a few bucks off, which was nice. But man, I think these look great. So I did want to bring up the video real quick because I should talk about those too. So they're doing a creator edition again this season.
I'm Mitch from Mitchell Wu
We've got
Photography.
Mitchell Wu
Today
here.
I'm unleashing two massive
I don't really know
dinos from
Mitchell's
Mattel's
stuff, so I
Jurassic
know in
World
the past
Hammond
we've always like kind
starting with the
of
fearsome
dug into the history,
SPINOSAURUS.
see what they're doing.
This massive SPINOSAURUS, true to Jurassic Park
And this
3,
is
the
like
largest
I
carnivore
make
in the
this
Hammond
video
collection at over
here at home,
25
so
inches
like
long.
I'm
With
into this
17
kind of
points
vibe.
articulation,
I like
It's
this.
built for action. With a
Simple,
posable tail
nothing special,
and jaws
just
that
like
open wide,
throwing it on the spinner.
then even wider.
I like
Add
the
a
black
posable
background.
tongue, and
Figure
light
looks
like
great.
eyes, and you've got the perfect figure.
So the
for
lighting in
playing
the
with dynamic
last
toy
video was a
photography.
little
Now let's check out one of the
odd.
most famous
Some
dinos in the
shadows
park,
in this
the
one too,
Stegosaurus. This
because of where the
Stegosaurus
light's
features
positioned,
its
I guess.
iconic
But
armored plates and
when the
spiked
figures are
tail
out,
for
it
a
looks pretty great.
distinctive look. With 15 points of articulation, glass eyes, and opposable
I
tail,
love that zoom.
it offers incredible playability. For this episode, I'm taking the dinosaurs
And then
into
yeah,
the
this
wild,
this
where I can
part
imagine
actually
them
is like
roaming
the
millions of years ago.
quickest
Let's
part of
find
this
an
video.
amazing spot to tell our
It's just like,
story.
hey, let's take a
All
quick
right, I found the
picture
perfect spot.
and be done with
Let's
it.
get to work. I'll place the Stegosaurus on this rock, as if it
I forgot. I
wandered
wanted to
from
look
the
up.
herd
I
for
gotta
a
look up
drink.
his page so I can.
Meanwhile, the Spinosaurus
see.
lurks
So what do you
in the river,
think?
looking for its next meal.
You're
Let's
paying
add
60
the
bucks.
action with some dynamic
60
water
bucks and you throw this
effects.
thing in the
I'll
lake?
stream
What are you
some water
thinking?
from its jaws
You gonna
to
do that?
emphasize the moment it
Oh, no.
emerges to attack.
You're gonna soak
he was
it in
hand-
water and then
And I'll
dip
create
it in
some
water and then
splashes around the
splash water
Spinosaurus
on
to show
it, dude.
bursting from the river.
Especially that rubber tail, dude. That rubber tail is gone. Like
Okay, that
he's
was a
basically
blast.
guaranteed that
Let's
in the
check
next
out
4
our
or 5
final
years,
image.
he's just rotting
Create
away.
your own Jurassic adventures with these
The picture
incredible
looked really
figures.
It's a
Pre-order
good
now
picture. It's
exclusively
like
at
a pretty
Target.com.
standard picture. I feel like it's nothing crazy, but it looks nice. It looks pretty nice. So,
You know what
I'm into
really,
that.
you know what really irks me about these creator editions, and this is just totally something that comes from a Jurassic Park psycho fanatic. They send these toys to these creators, and these creators don't really give two craps about Jurassic. Typically, they're usually like Marvel toy photographers. I don't know this guy personally, so I'm not like ripping on him, right? But usually these toy creators are just that. They're just toy photographers who don't have any Jurassic stuff whatsoever. So their pictures are like, hey, here's a photo with the 1 or 2 figures that Mattel sent me. Now, if I went and did toy photography with Mattel stuff, dude, I'd be able to create that Stampede out of Fallen Kingdom. And not with a million species. I would legit be able to photograph that stampede with like 3 apatosaurs, 20 or so stigomolic, right? A bunch of Gallimimus. Like I would be able to photograph a monstrous thing. So like if Mattel sent me like I don't know, Giganotosaurus to photograph for I like that. To photograph for their creator edition thing, it'd be like, okay, you're getting Giganotosaurus, but you're also getting like a full-on scene of all the Mattel. Oh, it's the new monster from Jurassic World.
It's the new one, yeah. That's what I was thinking.
He's got the rebirth photo up already. That's creative. I like that. The claw. I dig that.
Oh, look at this. Spoilers, but this is posted 4 weeks ago. This is the shot, right? Like this is the
But that's like a different toy, right? So he didn't even do anything like he was just
it's like behind the scenes.
Oh.
So I bet you right over here is the Spinosaurus.
Probably. Yeah. Hey, good on him, man. It's a good shot. I dug it.
Yeah, it's cool.
But yeah, I don't know. I guess I would love to see some of these scenes shot with more than just like a action figure, you know.
Yeah. Some of them have been with a few. Or here's a dinosaur one. I don't know what this is, but just some random dinosaur toys. But yeah, it's like these are the dinosaur toy pictures. This is the extent of it. I still haven't seen any other Jurassic ones. It's always so odd, dude. Like it really is. It's so odd that I feel like Universal and Mattel or whoever is just like, let's find anybody who doesn't take photos of Jurassic and see what they can do. I think that's the vibe. Like that's what they're going for. This is the most dinosaurs I've seen, I think, on any of the outside of Ted Brothers. This is the most.
Oh, that one would go back with that one with Rex. That's so good.
Oh yeah.
Rex sees in the mirror. It's so good. I dig that one.
It's fun. Yeah, I mean they're cool. They're
mention,
really cool.
Like, how do they not get these creators to do box art for them? Like, how?
Yeah.
Why is the back of like the back? These should be like on the back of these boxes. I'm not saying like put it on the front.
I feel like Ted has always done like awesome, you know, kind of Kenner style photos that would have been awesome on the back. Oh, look at the Phantom.
That's pretty good. Yeah, you remember Kenner? Kenner would show you like a scene.
Yeah. Yeah, dude. Let's take a look at some other toys. So let's go to somewhere. All right,
dude,
so
if there wasn't scorpions in Oklahoma, I would go do toy photography outside. But every time kind of, but like we also have tarantulas, and I see like golf ball size holes in my yard sometimes, and I'm like, that's
no thanks.
That's a tarantula. Yeah, no thanks.
That's bait.
Yeah, thanks.
So this photo came out. I don't know where it came from, but Collect Jurassic posted it. So many toys. And yeah, it's you know, it's nice. I like it. It's a cool photo. It's kind of low res, so I'm sure there's a better version out somewhere. But
trying to zoom in on it.
So but we got two. I don't know what that thing in the background is, but there's these two are just repeats. We've gotten those before.
Yep.
This guy looks a little interesting. He looks a little wonky, like in the face there. I don't know if it's the lack of paint on the front part of his face or the eyeball or something.
It's both. I think it's both.
Yeah. It's interesting.
No, that one's a pass for me.
Oh, what, the trike looking thing?
Yeah, the trike looking thing.
Yeah. That guy in the back's kind of interesting. I don't like the paint job, but what is that thing?
I don't know. It's interesting.
I feel like I've got like 10 of these guys like in the front here. Like,
Yeah,
we
me too.
we all went crazy over like those things for a while. Whatever this guy is, cute little dude there.
Yeah.
Don't care for the paint job too much, but
No, but that's some good dinosaur, some T-Rex food.
yeah, this guy too.
Yeah, he's kind of neat.
Standard.
Over these Dilophosaurs, what?
Yeah.
They've got to change this because the
hinge.
bolt-on hinge is just so atrocious.
Here's a commercial. It's pretty cool, actually. for Rebirth fans, I guess. But I saw this thing in person, and I think it looks awesome, and the motion and everything is really cool.
Yeah, I saw your video of it. Dude, that right there, that Mosasaur toy, that one with the dual jaw, that's the one I want.
Yeah, it's a cool toy, man. Oh, that thing had some cool motion to it, that trike. Love that the scanners are back on the feet. That's like a huge bonus. But that's a fun commercial thing. So
yeah, I wonder what the push was to put it back on the feet.
I don't know. Maybe people stopped using the app or something. I don't know.
Cost. Maybe it was like, well,
yeah, maybe
these things are getting expensive. What can we shave off? And they decided to shave off an extra piece for manufacturing.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, because they gotta make it slide in and out and it breaks off or whatever. Right. I always thought it was a silly idea in the first place. That's why I literally told them so in the first place, that I don't think that's gonna work. But I don't know if it did. I mean, they did it for a long time, so maybe it worked for a certain extent, but I don't know. This thing was shown off recently. I did not get a chance to see this at New York Toy Fair. It was like behind closed doors, and I didn't have the invite. I forgot to ask. Interesting.
Yeah.
This thing was kind of cool, actually. Watch this. I don't know if you saw this video. It's like trap things. They're kind of crazy, dude.
What?
Like, it's the wildest thing ever. Like, it's such a wild trap. I can't imagine it works that well, but like, I don't know what's going on here. I don't know what they're. Watch this, dude. This is crazy. Boing. Wild.
How?
Such a weird toy, but like,
how does it
cool.
know what to do?
I don't know, man. It's that bumper, I guess, or something.
That's nutty, dude.
It's so crazy. Like, I don't really get why this is a thing, but it looks fun. It's kind of fun.
Yeah.
And I think some of those toys that we had maybe seen in that big photo, you got stuff like this. Not really into this.
Yeah.
Minosaur.
So, you know what's really a bummer about the Minosaur is like, it's one of those figures I would want a bunch of, but like Iguanodon was one that I thought I was going to get a bunch of, and I have one Iguanodon. And it's like, because when that Iguanodon came out, that was kind of near the end of my like, dude, I'm running out of space. I can't like get herds.
I don't even know if I ever got that thing. Did I? I don't even know what it looks like. I
don't know.
forget.
I love this Nasutoceratops. Like, I know it's a redo, but it's good. Like the color scheme of it is good.
Mm-hmm. What's this one? Baryonyx. Little
no, I'm
different.
out on Baryonyx.
Something's like the sculpt around the eyes or something looks a little bit different. I don't know.
Well, you got to think like, I know they're rehashing a lot of these, but I do feel like that Baryonyx figure is one that was like really taken advantage of as far as like reprinting and like re-releasing. Like, just how many versions of that were there?
It was at that price point where you could like justify like getting every version of them for a while, and then they
when those were like $14,
they did start to get a little bit bigger and bulkier, but
Okay, is this the one that folds and stands?
I don't know. Yeah,
I saw your video. I think it was your video.
No, it was not mine, because when I went, they showed me around the booth and that wasn't there.
Oh.
And the person I had didn't really have all the answers, so I can't get out of this. So I don't know what happened.
That cat's toy, like, you hit a button and its wings fold into like a standing position.
Yeah, you can kind of see it in there. Yeah.
To me, that is awesome.
Mm-hmm.
Like, that's almost like how every pterosaur figure should be from now on.
It needs to be that way, because for collectors, we don't have nothing to do with these. You know, you can't put them anywhere flying around.
I did at one point like hang like, so I hung like fishing line, and then like hung each one, and I spider webbed the fishing line so that I could get like some variation, but it just looked like crap over time, because what happens is like, you timed the fishing line, but they all like slide together into just a big ball of pterosaurs. I think this standing pose is something that needs to be a thing, even if it's not as like intricate as like mechanical. Like if it's just like hinges or something that this for the smaller one you can fold and put into place. Like I think that's a must moving forward. It's so good.
Let me ask you, since we're here, so let's change topics here for a second. Did you see this photo?
I did. I don't know if I'm on record as saying it, but I'm excited for this as a Jurassic Park fan, but I don't think this game is going to be super top notch.
Okay.
Because I don't think the developer makes AAA high quality. I don't want to say that. I just think that the developer is kind of known for like, it's not going to be The Last of Us. You know what I'm saying? Like,
sure.
It's just not. It's not going to be like an Uncharted or a Last of Us or like even like a Tomb Raider. I think this is going to be a very well received Alien Isolation quality game, which I think Alien Isolation is like more of like a AA type thing. So that's not to be an insult, but I just like, I think it's going to be fine, and I think this will be something that when it comes out, great, I'll pick it up. But I would be willing to bet that it drops in price pretty heavily within the first year, right? So like, if you're someone who's like, I don't want to spend $70 on a Jurassic Park game, I'd be willing to bet this is $20 within 12 months. You know.
So you just don't want everybody to get overhyped on what the potential could be, you know?
I think that's my message is like, I'm not hating on this like I'm hating on like Rebirth. I'm just, I don't want everyone to think that this is going to be like God's gift to Jurassic Park video games. Like I think this will be good, but I don't think it's going to be like astonishing.
When we see a game like this, we instantaneously want like, you know, Grand Theft Auto size map, with
exactly,
interactions with each and everything that we can, visit every part of the park and all that stuff. And, maybe we'll get to do a lot of that. I don't know. But yeah, that's where our minds go, right? We want all of those things. So when you see this photo and you see these props around, you get the walkie, the egg, you've got the narrative summary here. At what point do you think this process is? They just wrapped, they said, on the performance capture session. So where would you peg them in the development process?
I don't know, because like just based on my experience, and I can't say when I'm on, but wrapping the mocap session doesn't mean anything. Like I feel like maybe they like if they're saying they wrapped the mocap session, I mean, when Naughty Dog announced that, it was like still another year, I think, after for like Uncharted 4, it was like another year.
Yeah.
But the way that these things work is that they could do a pickup mocap session, I don't know, 6 weeks before the game launches and like sneak in an animation update. Like it's just really hard to say. Like depends on how well oiled of a machine this particular development studio is. Yeah, I don't know what that means really, as far as like, it's not like a movie. It's not like it's this linear production experience like a movie is.
Well, even then they could do reshoots and things like that too.
Sure.
So it's, yeah, that's what my thinking was the same as yours. Like this could be a year out still. It could be anyway, we don't know. But at least gives you some kind of sense of things that are happening. I really want to dive into that book right there, see what the heck this story's about. What do you think these props are over here? Because I haven't been able to pinpoint what that says on the little tape there. It says like
Okay, so those are
SHER.
mocap tools. So
Yeah,
like,
but like what? So we obviously have walkie-talkie. We know what that is. We know what an egg is.
Sure.
So if these are props that are going to be used, at some point, what are these things?
What are what things?
These two things that are over here in the left, the red and black stripe.
Well, you can zoom in on that. I think the red and black thing has something. It looks like some kind of.
It does, but it doesn't zoom in enough, and it just gets grainy, and it just says SHER, I think, but I can't read the rest of because it's half cut off.
It looks like a fire extinguisher.
Extinguisher. Ooh, oh yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Looks like an extinguisher.
Okay, yeah, extinguisher. Yeah, all right, I got it. All right, there we go. Look, you came on here. I was looking at these photos for an hour one day. Couldn't figure it out on a live stream, and you come on, you're like, it's an extinguisher. Like, yeah, oh, obviously, okay. All right. Now that's an interesting tool to potentially use against the dinosaur.
Yeah.
If we're not, hopefully not like shooting at them, with anything other than like a flare, hopefully. I don't know. We'll see. But,
I don't even care about a shot. Like, I don't even care about. I know that I say Jurassic Park is not about shooting dinosaurs, but it is if you find a shotgun with like 3 shells in it.
Mm-hmm.
It's just not like
Sure.
I went into the jungle with my Rambo machine guns, right, and started like blasting away.
A gun has never done anything to a dinosaur, I don't think, in these movies. Like, right? Like, the shotguns didn't do anything against that raptor that Grant shot at. And
no,
not that they're like impervious. Not that they're impervious or like, bulletproof like the Indominus. The Indominus got, unloaded on there and nothing happened to that thing. But,
Isn't it funny that they've never given reason to that when there's a reason in the book? Like Muldoon talks about how just like pretty much indestructible these things are coming from a prehistoric. It was just another thing where it was like, yeah, we basically they talk about how they were learning about dinosaurs as they were genetically engineering them, and they were learning new information, right? And one of the things they learned was that these things were definitely designed to withstand just about anything you could throw at it,
And I think if you do a video game and you've got a few shotgun shells and stuff or whatever, you can definitely showcase a raptor moving way too fast for you to even aim at or something like that. Like it could be explained away pretty quickly. And think about I don't know. I feel like there's always a movie with a big gorilla, like a Planet of the Apes or something. And people are shooting at those things, and it's just getting angrier, and it's not actually doing anything. So
you also have to think a shotgun is designed for up close combat. What good is a shotgun when a raptor's up on you?
Mm-hmm.
Clearly, I think Muldoon learned that lesson, right? Why did he take a short range weapon? To fight 6 foot tall speedsters.
He should have brought that grenade launcher thing or whatever it was.
Something,
whatever the thing was, the rocket launcher. Yeah. So I just wanted to get your thoughts on that. Again, it's not much to go off of, but we got extinguisher out of you, so I'm pleased with that.
There you go.
Not even a video game related question. It's just what does that say? What do you think this thing is? Because I can't figure it out.
Yeah, I'm looking through Collect Jurassic's thing. Dude, that Titanosaurus.
Mm-hmm.
What do you think that's gonna cost? What does Diplodocus cost right now?
I don't know. If I might have gotten an email. I don't think it said prices or anything.
Diplodocus is $64.99. That's going to be a $75 figure at minimum.
There are prices here for some figures that I have here, but not those.
Can we hold them to those prices, you think? With what's going on in the world right now?
Oh, wait. Actually, we might have some prices. Let's see. Yeah, I don't know. So they have the Bite and Blast Mosasaurus, which looks like that, that cool one. $39.99. But
Get
the
out,
other
$39.
ones, the other ones are not priced. At least in this email that I got a while back. So see, I have an ongoing product guide. Have they updated this? Maybe this has it. Let's see. Got Lego, Quillops. Oh yeah, wait a minute. I should ask you about that. No price there for the Titanosaur. Nah, it really hasn't been updated. Do you see the Aquilops? Do you have any thoughts on that? Does that change anything about Jurassic World Rebirth for you?
The what?
See. So I'm bringing up here for you. Aquilops. Look at that! Look at that cutie.
No, what's it supposed to?
So this is Dolores. This is a dinosaur with a name. And it's gonna keep Isabella company. It's a companion dinosaur in the movie, to some extent. Now, in the CinemaCon footage, they were talking about it was a lot of like press people that didn't necessarily know much about dinosaurs. At one point, they said that there was a fire-breathing T-Rex in the movie, and it was literally just a mutant dinosaur in a red container with smoke. So it wasn't fire breathing. They also said that there was a baby Triceratops in the movie that was in a backpack with the girl. So, and this description that it read in the product, this description that this is Dolores and inspired by the relationship between Isabella and her companion dinosaur in the movie. So this is not a baby Triceratops. This is a different species altogether, the Aquilops. Any thoughts on this and your thoughts comparing it to Rebirth? I don't want to tread on dangerous territory, but
No, I mean, I don't like whatever. They got to sell a cute toy, right? And so, sure, give her a companion dinosaur. I guess it depends on how much they lean into Jurassic World. Like, if she just finds this thing on the island and decides, like, I'm gonna walk around with it, sure. But Isabella's who, the kid, or is that
Isabella's the one of the kids? Yeah.
Oh.
So to me, it's giving very much Jurassic Park, the novel. I think like they find like a baby velociraptor.
They find a baby
name
raptor,
Ralph or something like that.
And then Ralph gets.
Is that what happens? I forget.
Yeah, they like. I think, golly, if I'm remembering this wrong, I'm totally just
Ralph.
making this up in my head. But like,
Rex is feeding a baby trike, and she names him Ralph. Lex gives Grant the okay to pet Ralph. It's the Brachio scene in reverse. Mama Trike comes to get Ralph. So,
but then don't they do something with a baby velociraptor in the book where like they think it's like, oh, it'll want its baby, but doesn't like the adult raptor like eat it or something?
Yeah, here's a note I wrote. Grant and the kids in a truck driving through tunnels. They are also transporting the baby male raptor. I think I wrote. Let's see. I have 30 instances of the word baby. Baby raptor stands on Tim. He throws it to distract the adult raptors. Adults eat the baby raptor.
Yeah.
Yeah. I write lots of notes. I've got way too long of notes for everything. So I can go and do this when I forget all the details.
That's fair.
Oh, so wait, there's another. So there's a baby raptor in a cage and his name is Clarence.
Yeah, isn't that the same baby raptor that gets fed?
I don't know.
I think so. I don't think there's like multiples.
I think this. So the baby got eaten before this. So that was in the 6th iteration. This is the 7th iteration with a baby raptor in a cage named Clarence.
We'll see what happens. I mean, again, like do birds make like compassionate companions? Because I feel like if we're gonna make this thing like a mammal, and I think that's what they do. Okay, I think that's kind of where they struggled with Beta in Dominion, which was, oh, we've got a sweet baby blue raptor. but it didn't really feel like it was like bonded to Maisie or anything. It just was this thing
No.
like, oh, we got to sell a toy, and then they barely sold a toy of it. Like, it's super weird.
Well, Beta was like a feral baby raptor that, you know, it never had any human interaction other than I need to kill you. So when Maisie comes upon it, that baby raptor's like scared out of its mind, and you know, it was about to attack everybody too, I think. But they ended up shooting it with the tranks, I think. So yeah, so they end up carrying it on the back. Do you have a dinosaur on your back?
Of all the things in that movie, because that movie's not a great movie, but it's whatever. It is what it is. That's one of my favorite things in almost the entire franchise, because it so perfectly defines how kind of comic booky the Jurassic World franchise went, as opposed to like the first two Jurassic movies. Like, it's just so, and just Chris Pratt, yeah. Like, I do. Like, what? Yeah. Why wouldn't I?
Well, that to me, that's the fascinating part of the two situations, right? It's like you've got a guy from the old school movies. He's an old school guy, and he's like, what are you doing? Like, what is happening
Don't
here?
touch them.
And
don't interact with them.
And he's just like, yeah, what's who cares? Like, this is something I do all the time. Like, what's the problem? And I kind of dig that juxtaposition there, because it's two clashing ideologies there as far as like how do we handle these dinosaurs. And honestly, I feel like, you know, you say it's that kind of comic booky Jurassic World style, but like, I just read a bunch of things about babies in the first Jurassic Park novel from Michael Crichton. So, you know, I guess it's just the way it's portrayed, right? It's the way it's like handled. But
sure.
a lot of the reference points, I think, for the Jurassic World trilogy are sitting right there in the novels, and a lot of people just tend to gloss over that. So,
I think that's where and to wrap this back to the earlier part of the conversation, that's where I get kind of. That's where it kind of upsets me that that Universal is kind of just glossing past the Jurassic World trilogy, right? And it's just like doing just something else that I think is far more atrocious than what Jurassic World has done. But like, yeah, like the Jurassic World movies, and I remember not liking Jurassic World at first, but then sifting through all my all my like toy collector Kenner cards, right? And looking through like old like making of Jurassic Park and Lost World books that had like concept art, right? There's so much stuff in all that concept art and toy art that Trevorrow put into that first movie that I could almost forgive me not enjoying 4 and 5, or I'm sorry, 5 and 6, because it was almost like, but I understood like where his heart was, right? Like Trevorrow, like I understood that he had the best intentions in making those movies, and was Dominion like I know, the road to hell, right? Yeah. But I don't know. I respect Trevorrow after 4. And I think I've lost respect for Frank Marshall, to be honest with you. And I think I'm learning that I'm gonna probably, I mean, the more they keep talking about how much Spielberg's involved in this one, I don't know, man. I would stop saying those things, because you're just asking for a backlash when this movie sucks.
I think it'll be excellent. So Frank, love
you.
Do you Steven, think? Love you.
You think it makes $1 billion?
I mean,
with where movies are at these days.
It's
and if not, what do they define as a flop for a Jurassic movie?
I mean,
Snow White has made $164 million.
Yeah, it's not gonna do Snow White numbers. I think if anything, it will get to the 700,000. That I could see that being a thing. You know,
700 million.
700 million. Yeah, sorry.
Okay.
Sorry, yeah, way off. But I could see it like getting to that kind of range where it gets up there and then maybe trickles off because of the state of the industry and stuff like that. Not necessarily a state of the film itself, because there's a lot of great films that come out like right now that are just not getting any traction. It's been happening a lot recently, it feels like. So I don't know, but I hope it gets up there. I mean, we've got a few chances here coming up. We've got like Thunderbolts coming up, so that'll be interesting to follow, to see what's Thunderbolts going to do after Captain America didn't do very well at the box office. So I think the hype is more there for Thunderbolts, so we'll see if they end up getting some money. And then we have How to Train Your Dragon, which I think is going to do pretty well. And that's like a month
How
or
to
so
Train Your
before,
Dragon, I think will do really, really well. I'm not like too much in the loop, but like, really, you think people are excited about Thunderbolts?
I do, yeah. I think, and
I don't get why.
they've been, I don't know, they've been changing their marketing tactics, I think, a little bit, really focusing on the people who make the movie, which is interesting. And I think they're really trying to sell it in a different way, because, you know, if you look at like Lucasfilm and Disney and everything and Marvel and what they've been trying to promote recently, it's like they've had such like flops on like Disney Plus and different things. They're really, I feel like, really trying to experiment with how they market these movies and TV shows now. So I think though people are pretty hyped for this one.
Is that a way for them to push the blame onto someone else when these movies tank? Don't blame Kevin Feige. Don't blame Kevin Feige. Blame.
Yeah, well, but also if you look at like what happened with what was it? The Acolyte. So that was a show on Disney Plus for Star Wars. When it was coming out, it's like, oh, it's getting bad reviews, or it's getting bad reviews, but it's getting bad ratings or good ratings at first. Then it just fell off a cliff. But like in the past few weeks, everybody's saying, oh, it did way better than people expect or thought it was doing.
Which movie?
This show called The Acolyte. So like apparently the numbers weren't trending. I don't know. There's this report that came out that like it actually did way better than people thought it did. And Disney was like wrong for kind of cutting it off. So I don't know, but it's all in a weird place. I don't even think Disney knows how to judge anything these days with ratings and reviews and all that stuff. But I think I think How to Train Your Dragon is going to do well. And then we've got Rebirth. So there's not really a lot of huge stuff coming out, I don't think, before that. So just those few things.
No, I think after that is like fantastic. See, this is where we're at, man. It's like,
and then yeah, Superman obviously 2 weeks later, or a week or two later, and then Fantastic Four, I think is going to do fantastic, obviously. But also, oh yeah, I was going to say about the Thunderbolts is they put them in the end, the Doomsday cast announcement for a reason. Like, you know. They're trying to say, like, you need to see this movie to care for these characters. They're going to be a part of the fight.
Maybe, but Marvel. I mean, this is we're deviating so much now from Jurassic.
We're at the end. We're at the end. It's okay.
I think Marvel has just made some grave mistakes, like bringing in characters and then not revisiting those characters. Like the reason why the Avengers was such a big deal, we were getting like, it was like Iron Man, Hulk, Captain Thor. No, Iron Man, Hulk, Iron Man, Thor, Cap, then Avengers. It was like we were like force fed these characters, right? Like you had really no. If you liked that genre of movie, you kind of didn't really have any choice but to like these characters, right? And then by the time you get to the like after Endgame, it's like, oh, girl Hawkeye, great. Let's not revisit her for 2 years, 3 years.
Let's make
like, and then I thought like the pandemic.
She did pop up in something.
She pops, but like a pop up is not like.
But that's what it was, though. That's what it was. So
they should have had a show. They should have had a show of her and Yelena.
Yeah.
Together, like that show checks all the boxes that they want, right? And I feel like that would have been like oh, they want me to care about these characters. Cool, give them a story together. Whereas, like, I mean, we haven't really seen Yelena since Black Widow, the Black Widow movie, which was like, dude, I was still at Stereo D. Working.
Well, but was Hawkeye was before or after?
Hawkeye was before.
No, so Hawkeye is technically timeline wise after.
Oh yeah, but like
because that took place before or right after.
I don't mean timeline. I
don't know, Winter Soldier, I think,
well,
or something like that.
A better example, right? We get Falcon Captain America. We get that show. That show was like early pandemic, if not mid-pandemic. And
we just got the payoff.
Just now getting his movie.
Hey, we just got the payoff for the Hulk, dude. That just finally happened too.
Which, the Red Hulk or just
2008's The Incredible Hulk or whatever the title of that movie was.
I haven't seen the new Captain America. Does it really dive into that stuff?
The entire movie is about that movie. Like, it's a Captain America movie about Hulk. It's crazy.
You know what I love about that movie? You know what I love about that movie? One, that's such an underrated Marvel MCU movie. Like, it's really, really good. Edward Norton is fantastic in that movie. But there's cool things, like they talk about the Super Soldier program or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
And before there even is an MCU, when he pulls out the Super Soldier serum in the Incredible Hulk, it's the blue vial that you see, like, before they even knew they were going to do an MCU. You get the blue vial that they shoot into Steve Rogers in Captain America. So
so I think, like, what you were getting at before, it's like all these movies were linear, right? It was like Iron Man to Avengers, right? They were all followed a path. Now it's like, okay, here's Eternals, here's Captain America, here's WandaVision over here, here's Shang-Chi, here's Hawkeye, here's so they're literally, it's kind of like the multiverse. Everything's in a different area completely. It's not following this linear path, so it's hard to follow. It's hard to see these connections. So by the time we get to Doomsday, it's like, where was the lead up, right?
They screwed themselves. They fell into the same traps that comic books fall into, which is, if you're reading Amazing Spider-Man or whatever, and eventually there's a team up thing. The problem with comics is they're almost like completely non-digestible for a common audience. Like, you're relying on the fact that you've got people out there who, like, read everything, right? When each book is like $4 every month, right? And you're buying like 10 books plus a month, right? To know what every character is doing. What was great about the MCU, it was this digestible, like, watch these 5 movies. Okay, now watch these 10 movies. Now watch these 20 movies. Now it's know your 20 movie history. Know the history from like, okay, these movies are marketed towards teenagers. A lot of these kids weren't even born when, like, Tobey Maguire was Spider-Man and Hugh Jackman was Wolverine. Like, so these movies now are designed for 40-year-old guys like us. And it's like, know your history, watch Disney Plus. It's just, it's too much. It's too much.
We've been rewatching the MCU for movie nights every Friday, and so we've been doing in a release order, right? But I sprinkled in the first 3 Spider-Man movies because I'm like, you know what? We're gonna get there. We're gonna get to No Way Home.
Are you doing this for yourself, or are you doing this for your kids?
With my son. We're watching it with my son. Okay. So he's never seen any of these movies. Like, he's never watched Marvel movies. So this is our first run through with him. So I'm watching like.
You don't want to watch Deadpool?
No, not there yet. But like, I'm sprinkling in other things like the Sony stuff. You know, like not like the Sony verse, but like Tobey Maguire 3.
Good stuff.
This week we're actually going to start watching the Amazing Spider-Man, so I'm going to throw that in there for the next 2 weeks, and then we're going to go back to the MCU with like Civil War, and then continue there. I am going to throw in like the Fantastic Four. It seems like a little silly, but like, I'm going to throw it in there just to kind of acclimate him to these characters. he's got to know who these characters are. I feel
no, he doesn't. He doesn't.
You don't think so?
If you're not gonna let him watch Deadpool, no, get rid of the Fantastic Four. They don't count for anything.
So you say.
I mean,
yeah, if you're not gonna watch Deadpool, I guess like seeing Chris Evans, whatever. But like it's still part of the multiverse, like at this point. So I think I'm gonna throw it in there. Plus, what if there's the Council of Reed Richards, or whatever, and whatever his name shows up, and then also John Krasinski shows up.
That right there, but see, that right there is why I don't think it counts, because like you said, you don't even know that actor's name, and I don't think really anybody does.
Ian Grufford.
Yeah, BS. Whatever. Yeah, because you're reading it now.
No, I'm not. But like, I'm not touching anything. Ian, whatever his name is. I don't know. I don't even know how to say it.
I think if they were to make those movies count towards really much of anything, I think they would have had that guy in the Council of Reeds in Multiverse of Madness.
But there is no Council of Reeds in the Multiverse of Madness. Oh, there's just the one.
It's not the Council of Reeds. What is that? What is that?
The Illuminati.
Oh, okay. So sure, he could be back for the Council of Reeds, like whatever.
So I just want that payoff, because look, they've already done it in Deadpool. So like, and then, but the thing is, we haven't sprinkled in any X-Men stuff. So it's like, when's he gonna learn about like Kelsey Grammer's, I guess he's gonna want to watch the Marvels, which he's actually already seen that one. But
well, here's the thing: you could. What MCU movie has the end credit with the Venom, where Venom looks at the TV and goes, "I want that," or something?
Is it the end of? It's No Way Home, right?
Okay. Because then, like, the MCU, like, really nixed that real quick by capturing Venom in the jar and then, like, sending him back to wherever. But
did they?
If you play it, they did something where they just, like, nixed it real fast.
I feel like the MCU left it, but I feel like Venom 3 did that or something.
Well, here's what I'm getting
at. But that doesn't count for anything.
Here's what I'm getting at, though. You could show him Spider-Man 3 with Tobey Maguire, and then show him whatever movie has that black ooze thing at the end. And I think the idea would like get in his head without him having to watch rated R Venom movies.
Yeah, Venom was on like TV the other day, and I had it on for like 5 minutes. And I was like, "Hey, look, it's Venom," and he's like, "Oh, that's Venom," and I'm like, "Yeah." He's like, "Oh, I just thought that was a normal guy or whatever." I'm like, "Yeah, no, that's Venom." It was just like a silly part of the movie, nothing crazy.
Sure.
So yeah, I think he's getting used to all these characters. So, but by the time we get to No Way Home, he'll at least have some idea who all the Spider-Mans are, and I want him to have some like a good gap between like watching the Andrew Garfields. We're done with Toby. Watch the Andrew Garfields, and we have a decent gap, so he'll kind of forget about it. And then by the time we get to No Way Home, he'll be like, "Oh my God, what?" He'll be like, "They're so old. What's happening?"
Do you remember, and this is such a sad state of where we are now with movies and movie news. Do you remember going to see Star Trek 2009, having no idea that Leonard Nimoy was going to make an appearance?
Oh, dude. Yeah.
Or that movie was going to tie into the old stuff at all?
Yeah. So crazy.
That's where we're at, is in 2009, we had no idea
Thor was
this guy was
going
to show up. Yes, he was. Yes, he was.
For only 2 minutes, I think, but
yeah, but I thought he was supposed to get like. I thought that dependent on the success of that movie, he was supposed to get like his own show. Was he not? I don't know.
Maybe. He had other projects that worked out, so it's all good.
Yeah, just a little thing. Yeah, I'm really kind of sad for him, because I think he was so into Thor, and I think like he's come out and just said Thor 4 was just embarrassing to watch by the end. And it's like, I mean, by Thor 4, you should have like Final Cut approval.
Yeah, right.
Like,
why did that go so wrong? Like, I don't know.
I feel like it's so easy to be like, I think what it is, I think they're in the moment, and Taika Waititi's just like a fun guy, and I think they're just joking around for a solid 90 days or whatever it is to shoot a movie, and then he goes away and he's like, oh, that was like a lot of fun, not realizing like how much terrible ammunition he gave the editors, right, to like just do really stupid things.
It has some good stuff in there, man, but like it's just so poorly all chopped together and stuff. It just,
dude, how do you,
black and white stuff is really cool.
But like think about the actor, think about the caliber of actors they have in that movie.
Yeah,
dude, they have
Batman.
Oh yeah, they have Christian Bale, and they completely underutilize Christian Bale. In fact, I think what it is, I think what ends up happening is, if I'm to guess, I think Christian Bale sees what's going on behind the scenes, and he's just like, get me out of here as fast as you can. Like, just shoot my scenes.
He's not really in it a lot, right? Like,
no, it's like because, dude, they spent. Oh, who's the one that they Russell Crowe. What?
Yeah, dude. Jarrell.
What do you? What did you do to Russell? Look, it's like, what did you do to my boy?
And then the guy from Ted Lasso showing up at the end. It's like, when is he ever coming back?
Oh yeah.
You know, Hercules. Like, what?
Hercules.
That's never happening again, is it? Like, are we ever gonna see that? Or Harry Styles? Like, is he gonna show up again with
No, because you know what? I think this is over after. I think
they're gonna reset everything.
I mean, I don't know. Kevin Feige said if they ever have to reset the MCU, then they failed, and I think we're there.
Well, like, I don't know if they're gonna reset and like wipe everybody clean, but they'll pick and choose like the direction that they can go now. So we can say, oh, we're never returning back to that place, or with those characters. But
have you heard the latest like rumors? Can we talk rumors about Doomsday?
Sure, I guess. Why not? I don't know.
I will light the theater on fire if this is true. They're saying that Tony Stark.
Oh, yeah.
That was never Tony Stark. That was always Victor Von Doom, but he's a variant of Victor Von Doom. The Stark family adopted him to be good because the Kang guy like put him there because he's so incredibly dangerous that he put a variant of him in the 616 universe to be raised for good and not become Victor Von. Dude, I will burn the city down if that.
So you want to hear the one I heard? The one I heard is that in this Fantastic Four universe, there is a Tony Stark. There's a Tony Stark who is like a kid, and he's like training. He's being taught by Reed, right? And he's not. What was it? What was the rest? Oh my god, I'm forgetting the theory. Shoot. Oh. So he eventually becomes the Tom Cruise like ultimate Iron Man.
No, dude, come on. They're not bringing in Tom Cruise, dude. They're already gonna hit the problem with Tom Cruise that they have with RDJ, which is too old, too famous.
Does
anyone want to see? Does anyone want to see?
Yeah, everybody wants to see Tom Cruise.
No, they need to. Dude, if RDJ's Iron Man is not the real Iron Man,
no, there's no way. There's no way they would do that, dude. I don't.
Do they just crap all over 20 years of filmmaking?
No, they can't do that. They have to keep it. Like, variants are fine, whatever, but like, and that's obviously what he would have to be. But like, there's no way they tarnish that history.
I don't know.
All right, I guess we should just end it there, right?
I'm so happy I'm not working on those movies anymore because I get to like speculate and stuff.
Yeah,
but whatever.
Well,
we're talking about it. That's what they want. We're talking about it on a Jurassic Park podcast.
Yep. It's the end of the 30 minutes, last 30 minutes of the live stream. Who cares? But man, I appreciate you coming by to talk some toys for a little bit.
Hey,
it's been nice.
Thanks for having me.
You didn't trash on Rebirth too much. It's okay.
Don't give them any forgiveness. Frank Marshall and Steven Spielberg deserve no loyalty for what they're about to do to you guys in July.
Let me ask you this one last question here.
Yeah.
You watched Chaos Theory yet?
No. No.
It's like an ongoing joke here. I can never get you to watch these shows.
I was thinking about this today. Like, you're in like go mode.
Yeah.
And none of this exists to me.
That's hilarious, dude. We were joking about it. I think in one of the. Oh, I think I joked with Tom that like he was not coming back or something, and I was gonna have to bring in you. And I was like, wait, I don't think he's seen the show at all.
I'm not in the. This is like not even like real to me. This is like,
man.
Yeah, it's just so weird because like I remember what it was like for Dominion and especially Fallen Kingdom, dude. We went hard for Fallen Kingdom, and we're 2 months out from a new movie, and like it's not even on my radar.
That's so
not in the slightest.
Well, I still stand by the fact that you should watch Chaos Theory. You've distanced yourself enough from Camp Cretaceous. You know the characters. You know what happens in Dominion. You know that like that world. And look, this is what me and Tom have been talking about a lot with Chaos Theory. It's like it's weird that we're like stuck in this weird like holding pattern. Dominion's done, right? That was a few years ago. We're moving on. You've been talking about how much we're moving on in a new direction, new stuff altogether that's feels different to you. But we're still lingering here with Chaos Theory. That's still doing the Jurassic World like timeline of events and like, that ideology of like we have dinosaurs in the wild and all this stuff. So it feels weird to kind of be lingering in this moment here with Dominion still in Chaos Theory. And then we're going to go to Rebirth for a little bit, but then we'll probably come back to Chaos Theory and the whole Dominion stuff. So it's weird to kind of be in these two frames of mind. So if you are somebody who does not want to be a part of this Rebirth at all, go watch Chaos Theory, dude. You can live in it for a little while longer without having to step into a new era.
Look,
it's not a kiddie show.
From my hoodie.
You're playing guitar,
hoodie,
dude.
I've got my Fender hoodie, right? I'm going through, and I don't think I've told you this. I'm going through a midlife crisis. Oh,
I can pull anything out, dude. I got dinosaurs and guitars, dude.
Oh, no.
Fender, it's an Ibanez.
You have an electric guitar? Are you good?
I mean, no, but
okay, fair enough.
I can play.
So, I'm not good either. But like, dude, I have a problem. I have a big problem.
What's your problem?
So I bought a Fender Player 2 Stratocaster. I thought that was a fairly expensive item to buy. Okay. But you know how they say when you get a tattoo, you can't just have one? So I bought that Fender Player 2 like in November of last year.
You gotta have two guitars? Is that what you're trying to say?
No, how many guitars do you think are in my house right now?
I don't know.
I'm really ashamed of this.
No, really? You've got more than two?
There's 6 guitars in my house right now.
Wow, really?
Yeah.
But do you have this, though? This is what my question is. Do you have a banjo?
No.
Because I can't even play this.
I have
no idea how to play this.
We have a mandolin in the house. We went to my in-laws. And because my wife and I have been buying guitars. Went to my in-laws.
And you don't even...
And they're like, do you want your mandolin? And Ashley's like, I have a mandolin? Look at you with that jazz Fender.
Oh, there's my pick. Oh, dude, I haven't played this in a bit. And actually, it's missing the bottom string. It sounds wildly out of tune.
So here's how bad it's getting, Brad.
Mm-hmm.
What kind of amp do you think someone who can barely play guitar should have?
Oh, you've probably got the Mesa Boogie, is what I'm imagining.
I just got myself an Archon 50.
I don't know what that is.
A PRS Archon 50. It's amazing. Well, I'm really jealous. This is unfair. We can't have
so out of tune, dude.
a terrible guitar shred off.
Yeah, it's completely out of tune. I can't play a single thing.
Yeah, so I buy this Fender, this player, and I didn't even know there was a Jim Adkins Telecaster, which I don't know if you know. Jim Adkins is the guitarist from Jimmy Eat World. He is the Jim in Jimmy Eat World. It's so beautiful. And I said to Ashley, I was like, I have to have it. She's like, you have a guitar. I'm like, yeah, I know, but this is Jim Adkins. This is my favorite band of all time. I have to have this guitar. So that's great. Then we went to another music shop, and they had a Red Player Plus Telecaster. And it was beautiful. It was amazing. But I was really focused on the Jim Adkins one. So I get the Jim Adkins one. And then I'm like, you know what? F it. Why YOLO? You only live once. And I got the Red Player Plus.
Jeez, dude.
So good. It's so good. And now I'm in debt forever. So, you know, it is what it is.
Dude, this thing is just wildly out of tune. And this is like
Wait, Caleb says I know what that is. What is Caleb, what do you know what is? I missed the context of what he's saying.
I don't know.
But I'm working on that. I'm working on the Jimmy Eat World, the middle, right now, which is a pretty easy song. But I'm working on the solo. It's hard. Solo is hard.
How does that song go? It goes.
You gotta be in drop D.
Okay. That's why this guitar rules, dude, because I can just hit this thing.
What?
The drop D.
Oh.
Except it's severely out of tune, and I gotta. There we go. I don't know how it goes. I forget.
I don't think my acoustic is in drop D right now. I would go grab it to show you, but it's fairly easy. I mean, once you're in drop D, the song is very, very easy. I'll send you a good tutorial.
First note. So loud, dude.
I think you and me should do a video where we just horribly play guitars.
I can play guitar way better than this. It just sounds terrible right now.
Fair enough. I can play like Blink-182 stuff. I can play some Jimmy Eat World stuff. We're working on some Skillet stuff, which is like drop C. It's you gotta like it's nuts. But yeah, it's been a midlife crisis for sure.
What do I even? I haven't played some Jurassic.
That's easy. Get the C power chord, and it's the first two or the and then you go up 2 frets. That's easy.
Wait. Sorry. There's a Lost World theme for you.
Kind of was. But my wife is involved in this now too, which is why we have so many guitars, because it's like I buy one, she buys one. I buy one, she buys one.
I need to turn the let's put some insane.
All right, well, hold on. Let me go get my guitar. I can't hook it up to an amp, but let me go get a guitar. We'll see if I can at least hold it up to the microphone. 1 second. I'll be right back. Why don't you just vamp here for a bit?
I'm just gonna do some pinch harmonics for a little while. What's Oh, I almost had it there for a second. I don't know where to go after that. I never played this before, so I'm just making this up on the fly. I gotta turn this other music off.
Oh, this has really gone off the rails. Yeah, there you go. It sounds like that. It sounds like that No Man's Sky like harmonica video. You know what I'm talking about? I think I might be.
I'm just doing pinch harmonic Jurassic Park song.
Oh, I'm in drop D. That's.
Let's go. Let's do this one. Let's do this one. Figure it out on the fly. Ready? Oh, sick. Nope, that's not it. Nope, can't figure that out.
You probably can you even hear me on the thing? Is it even coming through my microphone?
I can hear, and I didn't tune mine. I just tuned it to whatever it was tuned to, and then I tuned it in tune to that.
Fair enough.
So I don't know if it's in tune.
Ah, see,
What are you playing?
Get close to my microphone. Oof.
What song is this?
You don't know what that is?
Oh, wait, is this Superman?
Yeah. Then we do this weird octave thing. This is probably the worst ending to this podcast ever. No one asked
it's
for
the
this.
first Thursday. No one asked for some terrible guitar playing.
No one asked for this garbage. Let's see. But yeah, Brad, look at this. Look at this Telecaster.
Wow, look at that thing.
This. Oh no.
We'll go back to E.
Oh. I lost my pick.
Let's play some
Where'd it
Green
go?
Day.
Here it is.
Wait, I'm just making this up. I don't know. I'm just making it all up on the fly.
I think there should be a thing. Every Thursday we just give people the
Just play.
worst.
Is anybody even watching? Are we even live? We're still live, apparently. Any requests? Hey, everybody. Going out to you live. We're going to play some guitar for you. Oh, it's a Blink-182. What's my age again?
Yeah, I used to be kind of okay at the intro. See if I can still do it.
Oh, dude, you got to go way faster than that.
I know. It's so hard to do, especially in the dark. It's really hard to do. Yeah, that's...
See, I used to play a lot of this kind of music, and I just make it up on the fly, and it all sounds the same to me.
Brad, sometimes I think you and I came from like The same like vial of DNA that got split. Granted, we're
What's
both
our
just
age
millennial
again?
guys. That's
What's our age again? Oh, it's 40.
40.
Yeah. Yeah.
40. We're old.
I can't hit the right notes ever. If anybody's just joining in, we're just jamming on guitars for some reason.
This is the worst. Aaron in a Fender jacket. This was always a guitar stream. That's fair. That's fair. I'm turning my back. This
is literally a first. I've never played guitar on a Jurassic stream before, so this is.
But you've played guitar on a stream before, is what you're saying.
Oh, no, never.
Oh, all right.
Last time I played in front of anybody was probably my 8th grade graduation party, where I probably played Green Day and Blink-182 and
probably
stuff like that.
Ooh, I'm like. Need some tuning.
Oh, dude. I didn't know you were a Blink-182 fan.
Oh my gosh, dude. That was like my blood in 2002.
Oh, yeah. Oh, for sure.
Caleb, what do you play? Because we only have we have 3. Well, my wife would want to do it. So we have 3 guitars.
My drum set's in the other room. I've got a bass guitar in the other room. So yeah.
Dude, have you seen the Mark Hoppus bass guitar, the limited edition one that's out right now?
No, I haven't. Dude, it's hard to play under this desk.
Yeah, it's crazy. With the desk, a wired microphone.
Yeah, it's like way too close. Nothing's working right.
Dude, yeah.
Let's go. What are we playing next? What's our next thing?
So here, let me.
Yeah, dude, Caleb's gonna sing and play some keys. Do you know Blink-182 songs? That's the question.
Yeah.
Damn it.
Dude, I'm trying to do this thing where I can. It's really fast, but the Jimmy Eat World solo goes like. It's got this like hammer, which I've never done hammers before. So like. I can't even film it properly.
Oh, I know that solo. Yeah.
Do you? Yeah.
Yeah, I figured it out just from that, like exactly. No, I don't know how to play that solo. I know that solo, like from what you just played.
From the middle, Yeah. It's like 10 times as fast as that, which is like damn near impossible. But yeah, man, let's form a band. Let's have it like just over.
Since I had a band.
Let's do it like just over webcam like this.
Yeah. This is definitely the best way to do it.
This is the best way to do it.
I wrote a lot of songs when I was younger. I haven't done one in a long time. I was thinking I should do it, but I don't know.
You remember Filter? Take a picture.
Oh god, dude, this is one of my least favorite songs of all time. Get out of here, dude. Should we just do a second Thursday guitar playing streams?
Yeah, why not?
Yeah, I still don't know
that's
how to
really
sit at
the
this
extent
desk.
of it. I know like 5 songs.
Oh.
Because we're just not getting back into it. But like, yeah,
No.
dude, I thought the Hot Toys were a problem. We went to go get.
Didn't know that was.
Dude, guitars are
for you.
like, dude, it's gonna be a huge problem.
Yeah.
Now we're like, our YouTube feed is like changing to just guitar stuff. I said to my wife, it was funny. So, I mean, you're probably not getting the feed like I am. Big on the guitars, yeah, that's for sure. girls playing guitars is like a YouTube thing.
Mm-hmm.
It's not horrible. It's pretty great, but it's like a thing. They play guitars and make money.
Yeah, I don't know. I like watching anybody play guitars. There's some great guitar players out there on Instagram and stuff. But I'm
Dude,
always
1,000.
annoyed at that because they're always so great and they come up with these like great licks and great songs that are only 1 minute long and there's no full song and it makes me angry because I want the full song.
I will find her. I don't know her name. Well, I can tell you right now. Now here's the thing. I don't think she's really probably kid appropriate, and it's not because of her music. It's because of like what she wears on her album cover. Like even her YouTube's not bad, but I forget her name. Okay, so
I feel like I'm at Guitar Center right now and I'm just like chilling.
Sophie Lloyd.
Okay, I don't know who that is.
She's a great guitar player on YouTube, and she sounds amazing. Now the only thing is, I don't like. I was like, man, I wish I could give this to my nephews, but this would be like for my nephews. This would be like a Princess Leia moment situation, and I don't know if that I should be the one to do that. You know?
Yeah.
Beyond the Gates Live, Hammond Collection, Spinosaurus plus Stegosaurus, Mattel Jurassic World toys, and then a guitar session no one asked for.
Yeah, you didn't. Absolutely, just me just doing pinch harmonics.
I'm learning my pentatonic scales, which I'm not good at, but apparently they're useful. Caleb might know something about it. I don't know.
I know nothing about notes, scales, or anything of a guitar.
Fair
I've just made songs and then just recorded them. That's about it.
Fair enough.
But I also don't know like any full songs. I just listen with my ears. That's all. And then try to mess around and play it. But
it's awful. It's so dark. I can't even see anything in here.
Are you playing Creed?
No. Let me go down to D here real quick. Dude, once you're in drop D, the middle is literally just like one finger. It's like...
I don't know if these notes are going with your notes because all I hear are my notes.
Because like, what's a little riff? The little... All right. Buddy, it's like 90 degrees in this house right now, and I've got a winter hat on. And you're a lot better than I am right now because you have an amp and light.
I've got a massive Line 6 amp over here for some reason.
What's I don't what is that? Should I look it up?
No.
Should I look it up?
I'll just show you. It's over here somewhere. See it? No, wrong direction. There you go, Caleb. That's for you right there, dude. A keyboard. No, that's the amp. That's the other part of the studio is music.
I just want to like make an observation, and this isn't meant to be political, but I'm sure people will take it as such. But when you look at a guitar that's made in Mexico, and then a guitar that's made in the United States by Fender, There's a $1,000 difference. So if we apply that to manufacturing in the United States, how's that going to work? Like, we're so addicted to cheap stuff in this country. How's that going to work?
I don't know. No, I'm not even blocking the coughs, dude. I'm just gonna cough live. Why not? So let's finish it off with some Jurassic. What's a song?
Jurassic? So, oh, hold on. I can do better. No, I can't do better. The first 4 notes. That's all I got for you. That's all I know.
I love it, dude. It sounds great.
I'm stuck. Yeah, right? Jurassic Park Workers Union 1993 says, you guys are awesome. No. Although Brett has an amp right now and is really outshining me.
Sorry.
I feel like if I had my amp, some space, some light, I feel like I would be in a better situation.
Yeah. I don't know. I've been playing guitar for a long time, and I don't know what that even was because I don't know any songs and I can't play anything. I can just pick stuff up. That's my only specialty, is I can try to figure it out on the fly.
Brad, let's take lessons together on Guitar 365.
That's too late for me.
Come on.
What's guitar? Would you say 3, 2, 3? What?
Guitar 365. I don't know. It's some guy I found on YouTube who runs his own like academy. Sounds cool.
It does sound cool. I'll have to have Caleb teach me more piano because that's, I think, the most hardest crazy instrument ever. But I'll play the drums. Whatever this band is that we're making, I got to be playing drums because that's where I excel. So
well, remember the band is only.
But that's way too loud for 11:13 at night.
Yeah, and it's only through YouTube webcams. That's it.
Yeah, that's the only place you can catch our band. We're the Nublar 2, soon to be maybe Nublar 3, maybe Nublar 4. I don't know. If we can get to 6, that'd be impressive. I don't know.
What's 6? Just people?
Yeah, I'll let you figure it out one day if you decide to. It doesn't seem like he's gonna. Thank you. Appreciate it. We are the Nublar 2. So, any parting comments before we?
No, I'm fairly embarrassed that we just did that to ourselves.
Hey, I can edit it out. I can get rid of it.
I mean, they say, like, here's the problem, Brad. I know when they tell kids, be careful what you do online because it's forever.
Yeah.
I think this might be that moment.
Oh, dude, I was in a band at Toy Fair. That's true, dude. Oh my God. Yeah. Do I even have pictures of that? I should see if I can find pictures of that. And it was a kind of a Jurassic band too. Let's see if I can find it real quick. What year was that? That was 2020. It was literally 2020, the beginning. And I'd just seen you that day, Caleb, or that night. I don't know. We met up at some point. I think that day. Wait, where is it? Oh, I skipped ahead a few years. Bear with me. Aaron, play that track.
Play that track? Oh, you know what's a great song for the end of a podcast?
What's that? Oh my God, wow. Another turning point. My voice is gone.
Ooh.
Oh, here it is. I found the picture. Stick in the road. All right, ready? Let's see if I can. Here's the official band. There we are. Look at this band. There I am.
Oh, snap. Trolls Tour.
We've got Tim from Collect Jurassic back there on guitar as well. We've got Chris Pugh on vocals. Hilarious, yeah. What a band. What a band. What a time.
Is Toy Fair open to like anyone and everyone? Like, do you guys
No.
just go, or do you get invited?
No. You have to. Well, you can go as like press as long as the credentials and everything check out and stuff. But then, in order to get into certain places, you have to like get an invite and stuff, or ask to go or whatever. But, but yeah, you can go to this part without any credentials. Oh. Yeah, that's the song I was playing right at this moment too. That's so funny you say that you're playing that right now. Look how happy I am to be there.
Dude, you look so mad.
Look at me. I'm in a purple wig. What's happening here?
Dude, I'm not gonna lie. I didn't think this was in you.
You didn't think so? You didn't think I could pull it off?
No, I didn't think this. No, I didn't think this like disgruntled.
Oh, you like that sour like?
Brad, you look like a.
It looks like, and I don't. This is like when I ask you what are your thoughts on Rebirth, and this is the face you give me.
I feel so bad that I'm not into Rebirth.
Well, maybe one day. You got to see it. I think maybe it'll change your mind. You got it. I'm going to buy you a ticket, okay? And you're going to go. And if you don't go, I'm going to be mad because you just wasted my money. All right?
Don't buy me a ticket.
I'm buying you a ticket. You're going, dude. I don't even know what movie theater. I'm buying it. I'm just buying them. I'm going to rent the whole theater for you. That's what I'm going to do.
I mean... Yeah, don't do that.
You can bring you and your closest friends and go to the movies. Good time.
Dude, it's so bad out here. Like, my family out here hasn't even seen Dominion yet.
The movie hasn't hit out there yet. It's like, you know.
Well, no, we're not that much in the boonies, but like, no, like they never went. And they were like on vacation when Dominion came out, and then they got back, and they were like, "Is it good?" I was like, "No, not really." And so they just never went and saw it because they were like, "Man, if the Jurassic Park guy doesn't like it." But you know where the mistake was? You know where the mistake was, Brad?
When you said it wasn't good.
Cut. No, they didn't release the extended cut.
Okay. Play us like the most sad Jurassic song is for heading out here.
All right. Sad Jurassic Park song.
Mm-hmm. And it's the slowest one too. It sounds like a trailer. Like the. Yes, he hit it. He did it. Bye. Oh yeah, I gotta hit the. Bye, everybody.